So today I'm going to be talking about one of my most favorite places on the entire planet. I mean, I've only gone overseas once, but as of right now, my number one happiest place on the earth. Can you guess what it is? Disney World. I'm so excited. So, I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. I'm just going to be talking about my experience, and I did mess up a little bit somewhere. I'll tell you about that too. Me and I went to Disney World twice. The first time was when I was a cheerleader in middle school, my 8th grade year. I know you look at me and you don't expect a cheerleader. I was basically like this, all kind of like emo looking, and a cheerleader. That it was a sight to see. But I went with the cheerleading squad. We went for like 3 days. I know we had a competition there. We had nationals. It was really exciting. Nationals was a big deal. I think we were like the only middle school amongst high schoolers, which is really nerve-wracking too. But we went for 3 days, and we had to stay with the squad the whole time, which wasn't like awesome. Like, we didn't have that much freedom. But yeah, I mean, it was still fun. I actually had my sister in the squad with me, so I was just basically with her and my cousin the whole time. And I didn't really mess up anything there. I mean, we had a good time. 3rd day we had nationals, and then the next day we left. I don't really remember much of it since it was so long ago. But then we went to Disney World my senior year for my band trip. Yes, I was a band geek. So this one we didn't really have any competitions. We played at a place and they just gave us a division. But this one was a lot more funner. We had a lot more freedom. I mean, I was like almost 19 years old. I hope they give us enough freedom than we did my 8th grade year. When we get there, like as soon as you get to the airport, then you have to go to this Disney area. Like, they give you a ride over to the parks, and as soon as you step onto that bus, the magic starts happening. And it was just like, so it's like so unbelievable that you're actually there. It's so exciting, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm actually going to Disney World. I mean, I've already gone before, but I still had the same reaction that every newcomer had. So from then on, we were in the bus on the ride there. It wasn't that long, but they announced that we were entering the Disney parks, and if you look outside the front or on the sides, they have this big old archway that says "Welcome to Disney World," and it's got like these 2 little Mickey Mouse statues on the sides. Not really statues, I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, as soon as that happens, you get like immediately excited, and everything just like, your heart starts pounding and you're so excited to go. We got to our hotels and it was so late whenever we went, so we were all exhausted. We were standing in our room groups, and then she passed out these magic bands right here. We all got gray. Sadly, I didn't want gray, I wanted blue, but they all gave it to us. On the inside it shows your name. I don't know if you can see that. So then it was finally time to go into our rooms, and then we had these room advisors, whatever you would like to call them. They came out and they passed more stuff out to us. They actually gave me this card too. This only let us into the rooms, I believe. Yeah, it only let us into the rooms, but this was actually our park card. And I advise that if you were like on a big trip like me, like if you didn't plan on doing a trip, you sync these together. Like there's a kiosk that you can go to and you can get these synced together. So instead of having this all the time, you could just go and you can touch this once you get into the parks. But you have to have this to get into the parks. I'll explain that story to you in a little bit. Okay, so first day was Dapper Day, which I was super excited. I like the whole like dapper feeling to it. So me and my best friend actually dressed up for Dapper Day, did our makeup, looked really good actually. I did my hair all good. So the first park we went to was Animal Kingdom, and of course the first ride we went on to was Mount Everest, I believe. I believe that's what I have a park map. I have like all the maps. I knew that hoarding would come in handy one day. It's called Expedition Everest. So we went on to that because it was the most like popular right there, other than like the safari. So we went on that, and like there was nobody there, so we kept riding and riding and riding. It's one of like the greatest rides there. Like I love it. So after that we actually went to Dinosaur, and that I like it, but I'm scared of dinosaurs. Like I've always been scared of dinosaurs ever since a little kid. So we rode that next, and they wanted to ride it again. I said, oh heck no, like it's not, I'm gonna cry this time if you do it, because whenever I went in 8th grade I did cry. I was so scared. Okay, so I just found my itinerary for the trip. So the first day we did go to Animal Kingdom, but we had to leave early at like 12:30 to go to a concert thing. It's like a competition, I guess. They say it wasn't competition, but it's not a big competition. So we did that, and then we went to go change, and we went back to Hollywood Studios at the Lights Wonder Action for the award ceremony. I don't really remember what we got. It wasn't really a big deal. I just remember there was a lot of people dancing, and I was just over it. I just wanted to go back to the park. So the second day there, we had all day to be in the parks. So I like to save the best for last. So I wanted to save Hollywood Studios for the last. It was my favorite park ever because of Hollywood Tower Tour and Rock and Roller Coaster. So we did go to Hollywood Studios that day at the beginning because I think it was extra magic hours. So we went and we rode Rock and Roller Coaster, and then No. We actually, on the first day, went to Animal Kingdom, and then we went to Rock and Roller Coaster, and then it was time for us to go change, so we went to do that. And then the second day, we just were at, went to Epcot for some reason. In the morning, they didn't really have anything. I mean, they have like the little things in like the actual place, but then they also have like a world showcase, but that wasn't open until like 11. So then after that we went to Magic Kingdom, and Magic Kingdom is like really happy place, but literally I was stuck there for like 13 hours. I'll tell you in a second why I was stuck there for 13 hours. So we get there, we're all happy, we're all excited, we're taking pictures of the castle. We go and we ride on Space Mountain first because that's one of the big rides. We didn't want to be stuck in the whole thing. I think we rode it twice. But I mean, first we had to get our Starbies because we were basic white girls. So like whenever you get into the park, it's like Main Street, and then there's the castle, and then like around the castle they have all these parks. It goes like Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Liberty Square, Frontierland, and Adventureland. So we just made our way around in a circle. And then when we got into Fantasyland, like I didn't even make it halfway through the park. We went into, I had to use the bathroom because I drank coffee earlier. So we went into that Rapunzel bathroom that they have there. Never again will I use that Rapunzel bathroom. I went in there and I had my, like, all my cards and stuff, all my meal vouchers. I had $60 in there to spend. I think that was it. I had all that stuff and a little lanyard thing, you know, those clear lanyards. I just had it around my neck so I wouldn't lose it because I really didn't want to carry a backpack around. I took it off for some reason, I don't know. I took it off and I put it on the toilet paper holder. So I use the bathroom and I walk out. I have everything, okay? Like, I think I have everything. So I'm walking around and then we go into Haunted Mansion and then I get off that ride and I'm looking around and I see ice cream and I'm just like, oh man, I really want some ice cream. So we go over there and I try to reach for my lanyard, but it's not there. I don't know where it's at. So I go all the way back onto Haunted Mansion. I ask them, hey, I left my lanyard on here. Like, I think I left my lanyard on here. Could you look? And they're just like, we don't have anything. If you just stand here for a little bit, then we'll, like, see all the cars that go out. And I was just like, okay. So I stood there for a little bit and I was just like, oh my god. I was like, if I lost this, I am in deep trouble. Like, we still had another day to be there. So I lost it. And then I was waiting on the Haunted Mansion and I realized, I was like, oh man, I took it off whenever I went to go use the bathroom. So I ran to the bathroom real quick and it wasn't in there. I checked every single stall. I checked on the bathroom. I checked the can't even, trash cans, that's what they're called. So then I didn't see it there, so I went to every individual ride and I was just like, hey, have you seen my lanyard? Like, it was some color, I forgot what color it was. And they're just like, no, I haven't seen your lanyard. I'm just like, oh my god. I was like, I've lost everything. I've lost $60. I lost my park ticket. I've lost all my meal vouchers. I was like, I gotta be here for like 10 more hours. Like, I'm gonna go hungry. Like, if me and not food, I can't survive. Each night we met up with our band to go see the fireworks show that they have at the end of the night of each park. Like, on the first night we went to Fantasia. I love that one. Like, that one's my absolute favorite. On the last day I was gonna go to that one, but I lost my park ticket, so I couldn't. So that day we were supposed to meet our band up for the lighting show of the castle and wishes and everything for that. And so I was just like, oh man, if I don't show up there, then they're gonna be like, oh man, what's going on? Well, so I stayed the whole 13 hours until it was time for wishes. I mean, I love Magic Kingdom, but there's only so many times you can ride every ride. So many times. And then some of the rides are like really cheesy. Like, okay, I did not ride It's a Small World. I couldn't do it. I was not about to torture myself that much. But most rides in Magic Kingdom are like animatronics and cheesy, so I didn't really want to ride most of them, but we did ride most of them. I think the only ones that we didn't ride were Pirates of the Caribbean and It's a Small World. We rode everything else. The only person who stayed with me the whole time in Magic Kingdom was my best friend Ashley. Like, I had other friends who went with me, and as soon as they saw that I lost my thing and they realized that I had to stay in Magic Kingdom all night, they dipped up. They left me and they did not want to stay. But my best friend, thank the Lord Jesus, I have her. She stayed with me the whole time. And she gave me one of her meal vouchers. Because I only brought one of my meal vouchers. I didn't bring my meal vouchers for the whole thing. So she gave me one of them and I told her I would trade her back. So we went to go eat and I really like thought over my life, because as soon as I told my band director, Miss Costello, she would have killed me. She's like that kind of person. She would have murdered me. She doesn't care how many people were there. She would have like cold-blooded like stabbed me in the throat because I lost all my stuff. So, like I said, put these together and you won't have that problem. I was retarded and I didn't put these together. But they also told you to, like, it's not on this card because this is the card. I think this was one of my $10 meal vouchers. I think this was the part that I used to get into the park the next day. On the back, it would like have like a little spot to write your name. Well, my room advisors told me to either write my name or take a picture of it. Well, my phone is really stupid and I need to hold it like in a certain position for it to charge. So I just wrote my name on it, just like they said. So I was just like, okay. So then whenever I lost my thing, I was just like, oh, I wrote my name on it. So I went to go to like the Main Street office. And they're just like, did you take a picture of it? And I was just like, no. I was like, I wrote my name on it though. And they were just like, okay, well, that's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be likely that we find your ticket now. She was like, if you would have took a picture of it, we would find it in a snap and then we would have gotten you a new one. I was just like, really? Like, I didn't do that because they told me either or. Well, they go and they have like a stack of these tickets that they had, and they were going through it and they're just like, nope, sorry, we can't find your name. And I'm just like, I want to die today. I want to die in the happiest place in the entire world. I want to die right here. So we stay the whole time. Wishes come around and we stay for that, and we were gonna stay for the second show, but I was just like, I've been here for 13 hours. I just want to get out right now. So we get out, we get on the bus. Oh my god, it was so packed. So packed. So we get on the buses, we're in line and everything, and I see Miss Costello, and I'm just like, oh my god, I have to tell her that I can't make it to the parks, because like every morning we have to check out with her. We have to go to the front of our hotel building and we have to check out with her and tell her where we're going. And what am I supposed to tell her if I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm going here, but then she doesn't see me go in there, she sees me going back to the hotel room. And we were supposed to meet up in Epcot the next day to go to the light show. So we were in line and we finally get onto the bus. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll tell her as soon as we get to the hotel. So I get on the bus and my friends go one way and I go another because it's so packed on the bus. And so I sit down and I'm looking at them and they're like giving me this weird look. They're just like, and I'm just like, what are they looking at me for? So then I look over towards the front of the bus so I can look out the front of it, and Miss Costello is sitting right next to me with her husband, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is where it happens. This is where I die. So I look over and I'm just like, hey, Miss Costello, I have something to tell you. And she's just like, what is it? And she has a smile on her face. She just saw Wishes and the fireworks show. She's having the time of her life right now. And I was just like, I lost my park ticket. She's like, what? I was just like, I lost my park ticket. I was like, I used the bathroom and I left it on my lanyard, and I left my lanyard in the bathroom and now it's gone. And she's just like, you lost your park ticket? And I was just like, yeah. And I was thinking in my mind, I was just like, oh my god, this is the end of me. Like I'm dying right here on this bus. So then she told me, okay, just meet me in front of the hotel building and we'll go from there. And I'm just like I'm so in trouble. So I go to sleep. I almost cry myself to sleep because I'm so ashamed of myself. Like, I'm a senior. I should be more responsible than this. I am more responsible than this. I don't know what the heck happened, but it happened. So we meet her, and this other girl lost her park ticket too. Well, guess what grade she's in? She's a freshman. So I'm just like, oh great. I'm right here next to a freshman being compared to her because I lost my park ticket. Like, I should not be graduating school because I cannot keep up with a simple park ticket or a lanyard that I actually wear every day to school. So she's like, okay, we're gonna go to Epcot and I'm gonna buy y'all a ticket. And I'm just like, you're gonna buy us a ticket? And she's like, yes, I'm gonna buy y'all a ticket. But first I'm gonna see if there's anything that we can do. And I was just like, oh my god, those park tickets are expensive. Like, I felt so bad that she had to buy a park ticket for us. So, none of my friends wanted to come with me. They were honestly really scared of Miss Costello too. And they wanted to go have fun and not be stuck and in trouble like me. So, I was with Miss Costello. And the freshman brought her friend's good friend, because she came. But we went and they were just like, no, we can't do anything. They were just like, if everybody's in the park right now, then maybe we could find them. And she's like, oh, well, some people are in Disney Springs right now. And I'm just like, I was this close to getting my park ticket back, but everybody is in freaking Disney Springs right now shopping. So she had to buy us a new one. So it wasn't like a park ticket for multiple days. It wasn't a park hopper. So I was stuck in Epcot. And like I said before, Epcot really doesn't do anything until 11, whenever the World Showcase opens. So I tried to make everything positive out of it. Like, I like being on my own. Like, it's not a big problem for me. Like, I like going and adventuring things on my own. I had to leave and go to the hotel again because we were doing a workshop. In the workshop, we played our instrument to some, like, Disney songs, and they put our music with the actual showing of the thing. It was pretty cool. So then, everybody went back to the park. Again, my best friend, Ashley, she came to Epcot with me. The World Showcase was finally open now. And, literally, like, okay, so they have, like, these little kiosk things all around of food. And I don't think you'll understand just how much I like food. Like, I went to every single kiosk in every world, and I ate. I ate every single country. That was basically it. We just like went around, we ate, and then we watched the fireworks show that night. Well, I'm trying to get back onto Miss Costello's good side, so we decided to sit with her and watch the showcase. Plus, my ex-boyfriend's parents were there, and I'm still kind of close with them. Like, I still talk to them sometimes. So I sat with them and we watched it, and Mr. Costello was blaming me for everything, like, because I lost my park ticket. Miss Costello went into Epcot and she bought this, like, really, like, hella expensive painting of, like, a marching band Disney thing. It was really expensive. I don't know why she bought it. I mean, it was cute, but it was real expensive. So he was just like, it's all your fault that you lost your park ticket, and now she's spending all my money. And I was just like, my bad. But we watched that, and then the next day we went to Universal, but I'm not gonna do anything about Universal because I'll just do that in another video because this one's already long enough. And then the day after that we went home. It was really sad. I love Disney World. Like, the last summer I tried planning another one with me, Ashley, and one of my new friends that I made at work, Montana. And then I'm actually gonna be moving in with him soon, Luke. But then stuff happened. Montana's mom was just like, no, you're too young. I don't feel comfortable with you leaving the state. So I was just like, we were this close to going back. So the night before we left, since we came on the buses, they slid a little, they actually hung it on our door. Little thing saying that we were going home, and it was like the saddest thing ever. we were looking through all of our pictures and we were so excited. And me and my friends were already planning for the next trip to go. But that's basically it. I was going to do more tips, but I'm actually running out of time. Just the biggest major one is make sure you sync this up. If not, your band director might kill you and we'll have to spend like $200 on you to get into a single park. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I think I'll be talking more about Disney World, like me planning for our trip and how I did it. I actually really love planning for things, and I planned my trip to London all by myself, and I'm planning more trips. Like, I want to go to China soon. I'm going to be planning that trip. But I love planning stuff. It's my, like, absolutely favorite. So I'll show you how I did that. I'll be making another video over Universal, and I'll be making maybe 2 videos over how I planned for London and my experience at London. It might go into like 3 videos because I was there for a whole week by myself. Yeah, I was by myself. It was pretty exciting. But that is basically it. I'm sorry I keep looking at myself. I just look so darn good today. I can't help it. But thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. I'll be doing more videos, like I said. But yeah, stay positive.